Want to improve the look of your smile? Allison, Sarah, and Carissa agreed to test 3 different products that claim to address 3 different mouth issues: lips, laugh lines, and teeth. Let's see how they're doing 2 weeks later. Allison wants fuller, poutier lips, so she tried the Luscious Lips Lip Pump, which claims to increase lip size by 50%.
You don't have to wait for it to work. It works immediately. I use it maybe 10 pumps, and right after, they're so plumped up that, you know, you're like, ooh, mine are as big as Angelina's. For 2 hours, they stay, you know, plumped up. After that, you know, they start deflating and you go back to your normal state. But for those 2 hours, you are fabulous.
Sarah is self-conscious about her laugh lines. She tested over-the-counter Angel Lift Derma Strips. They claim to diminish lines around the mouth, including laugh lines.
There's always this particular crease in my face and I'm like, ah. And so probably about 4 days after using it, it seemed to be a little less in depth. And I was like, wow, okay, yeah, there's something happening here. So I feel like in 6 months, I'll look and be like, hey, where'd they go? Hopefully.
Carissa tried the Snap-On Smile, which claims it can cover her crooked teeth. After 2 trips to the dentist, she had a custom-made product that just snaps into place.
It's been 2 weeks and I feel fine. I can eat, I can speak, I can even sleep with them on. Yesterday I actually bit into an apple and I was pretty nervous about that one, but it held on and it's great. And people are actually looking at my smile and not my teeth. I prefer the smile 10 times, 100 times better than my actual smile.
So we're back with America's Smile expert, Dr. Levine. He's helping us out on this human lab. And of course, our most important guest, our human lab. They're in the front row. Now, Allison, you get the prize for probably the most embarrassing tape of testing a product that I've ever seen. So thank you. And it was amazing when you first pumped them up and put the gloss on. I was like, wow.
Yeah, it really, really works. I mean, it looks like you just got out of the doctor's chair and you had lip injections. It works so well.
And the product costs $59.95. Are you kind of addicted to it now?
I'm so addicted. I mean, in the beginning, you just keep wanting to do it a little bit more because you're like, wow, it's really working. They're getting bigger, they're getting bigger. So, you know, it can be very addictive.
Doc, what do you think?
Well, I think it sounds great from a confidence-building standpoint and the idea of testing it before maybe something more permanent or more invasive. But one caution is to really to make sure you stay compliant with it. In other words, don't abuse it, because the tendency is once it starts working, you really want to keep using it. And as you're kind of going through that pumping action, you could cause a little bit of harm to the lips also, because you're forcing blood to the surface through the pumping action. You're engorging the lips. So it's just to be a little bit careful with it. But
you don't want to end up bruising your
That's
flesh.
right. You could get some small little hemorrhaging and petechiae, so you just got to be a little bit careful on how often you're using it. It's going to be temporary, but for a couple hours, you know, you feel good about it and help you, kind of get you on your way. Absolutely. Confidence builder.
There you go.
There you go.
Sounds like a good investment. Okay, so Sarah is next with the... now, this was a 2-part thing. You had to put something in your mouth, and then did you apply anything to the lines or just relax them?
I just relaxed them. It's really a simple procedure. It's very easy to do. It's not uncomfortable. So for me, it was great, because a lot of times my daughter would be like, Mom, I forget they were in. So.
And are you continuing to use it?
Absolutely, every day. Because the triplets are diminishing. So
you call them the triplets.
The triplets.
The lines on her face. She calls them the little triplets.
They seem to be getting less in depth, and so I'm very happy, excited.
How does this product work? I mean, what's the science behind this?
Yeah, the DermaLift, it's getting underneath the lips in this perioral region under the lips, and it's supporting the soft tissue, almost acting as a scaffold. Okay? What's important is that the muscles are going to be tensed. In other words, they're going to be exercised when you're doing it.
Oh, so she's not relaxing them, she's tensing them.
Well, if you're
strengthening them.
Exactly. Just by virtue that it's in, the idea, I think, from the manufacturer is that the muscles are going to get used, going to get tense. Now, as soon as you pull out the derma strip, there's going to be a fallback of the lips. The scaffold is going to be removed. So what's important is that there is some type of muscle tonicity getting created when it's in, so that you're eliminating or you're lifting the soft tissue and thus eliminating the wrinkles.
So you're basically doing like a mini workout on your face.
Absolutely.
That's cool. Well, I mean, I could see where that would work. I mean, you know, you could tell them the rest of your body. Why not? Yep. She looks great. What the heck?
Great.
And that product's $69.99. So again, it's not a huge investment, and
Right.
you know, if it's a confidence builder,
That's right.
you're
And
in for less than $100.
Not bad.
We're doing pretty good so
Pretty
far.
good.
Okay, now Carissa, smile. Yay! Now, you really seem much more confident now. Are you?
Oh, definitely. I'm so confident right now. I can do anything I want, eat with them, even kiss my boyfriend. It's not weirded out.
And this is something you just pop in and out. It's as easy as that. It's not a burden to you in any way.
No, you just pop them out, just clean it like you do with your regular teeth, and just pop them right back in.
It's fabulous.
It's nice.
So, are they comfortable? Does it feel, you know, like you still have something in your mouth? Do you notice them, or
Not
have you gotten to a
anymore.
point? Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Really?
You get used to them. You got, you know, my tongue was feeling around like it wants to get it off. But right now, I'm so used to it. It's like wearing ice skates. When you take them off, you feel like they're still there. So it's weird taking them off. Like
You know, I
noticed
have actually seen this on the television, and I've always wondered about this. I mean, what's the difference between like this and getting veneers done for your teeth?
This product is not to be confused with permanent solutions, orthodontics, aesthetic dentistry, bridges. This is a clear dress rehearsal for more permanent work. It's made out of acrylic. It's going to either close spaces or move teeth or change the shade of the tooth in a way that somebody's going to have great confidence. It's made out of plastic, not long-lasting, but it allows a person to really kind of take that dress rehearsal of what will happen, what will I look like with these kind of changes for the smile. So it's not long-term, but it can be used for a certain period of time. You know, I'm
Well,
sure.
certainly a confidence builder for her.
Incredibly so. Incredibly so.
This the Snap-on Smile costs between $900 and $1,600. So again, it's an investment, but compared to the total cost of
right.
what eventually you'll have to spend for a more permanent solution,
That's right.
It's a
Nice
good
interim
kickstart.
step. Yeah,
right?
that's right.
I think you guys all look great. That was a lot of fun. I love that one. Please come back again, Doc. That was
My pleasure.
wonderful. Go grab yourselves a healthy snack, guys. We'll be right back.